Welcome to an extraordinary journey through the stars, where the ancient secrets of humanity and the galaxy collide in a battle for unity, love, and survival. In this series, we explore the powerful and mysterious connection between a human explorer, Ian Stone, and his enigmatic alien partner, WEA, as they uncover relics of an ancient civilization that could reshape the future of the galaxy. Their story begins on a remote alien world, where they stumble upon a mysterious sword and artifact unlike anything the universe has ever seen. But as they begin to uncover its hidden power, they realize that the sword is more than just a weapon. It is a key to humanity's forgotten legacy, one that holds the power to protect the galaxy from an ancient, malevolent force, the void entities. As they navigate through dangerous storms, uncover long-lost cities, and battle against dark forces, Ian and WEA's bond grows stronger. Together, they activate the Heart of Light, a force powerful enough to push back the shadows and bring about a new era of unity and peace. But the true power of this journey is not in the battles they fight, but in the love and trust that binds them. Humanity's greatest strength has always been its capacity for connection, and through Ian and WEA's evolving relationship, the galaxy learns that love is the key to true power and lasting peace. Join us as we uncover the secrets of the ancient sword, the Heart of Light, and humanity's role as the guardians of the stars. Will love truly be the force that saves the galaxy? What will Ian and WEA uncover next as they embark on their greatest adventure yet? Let us know your thoughts and theories in the comments below. What do you think humanity's true legacy is, and how will it shape the future of the galaxy? Keep watching, and don't miss the next chapter in this epic saga. The journey has just begun. The arrival. The landscape of Proxima Centauri b unfolds like a dream, a world bathed in an amber glow beneath a blazing orange sun, casting long, stretching shadows that stretch across the crystalline surface. Each crystal formation sparkles with an almost ethereal quality, their facets catching the light in mesmerizing patterns, creating a surreal, shifting terrain. As Ian Stone stands on the edge of a jagged cliff, the alien world beneath him seems alive, its surface rippling with hidden energies, its beauty both alien and haunting. The air is thick with the scent of something distant, something ancient and unsettling yet intoxicating mix of minerals and ozone. Beside him, WEA, his guide and partner, is a striking figure, her skin a deep shade of blue, glimmering as the sunlight dances off her smooth, flawless surface. Her midnight blue hair flows like a waterfall, each movement a graceful cascade that adds to her otherworldly beauty. Her outfit, sleek and black, is form-fitting, designed for efficiency in the unforgiving terrain of Proxima Centauri b. She moves with a quiet confidence, her eyes scanning the horizon, calculating their next step in this mysterious land. WEA's voice breaks through the stillness, lilting with amusement as she teases Ian, who is clearly lost in the magnificence of the alien world. WEA, you're going the wrong way again, Ian. I swear, you humans have the worst sense of direction in the galaxy. Ian turns to face her, a grin spreading across his rugged face. His arms, bare beneath the black stealth suit, are muscular, a testament to the physical challenges of their mission. His features are sharp, unmistakably human, yet there's something in his eyes, a curiosity that matches the wonder of the strange planet around him. Ian, I thought you enjoyed watching me get lost. Gives you more chances to show off your superior knowledge of the terrain. WEA rolls her eyes, a playful gesture she's picked up from him over their time together. The tension between them, subtle yet undeniable, lingers in the air like the promise of something more, though neither speaks of it. They continue their trek across the valley, the iridescent crystals beneath their feet flashing in the sunlight as they approach their destination, a place unlike any they've visited before. Discovery of the sword. As they reach the towering crystal formations that mark the edge of the valley, the landscape shifts dramatically, opening up into a clearing. The ground seems to pulse with an otherworldly energy, and the air hums with a low, resonating vibration. Here, amidst the stillness, stands a massive block of black stone, seemingly untouched by time. The stone appears to absorb the light around it, casting the area in an eerie shadow, as though the very essence of the planet itself is being drawn into this singular object. And there, embedded within the stone, is the sword. It's no ordinary weapon. Its blade gleams with an inner light, pulsing rhythmically, like the heartbeat of the world itself. The symbols etched into its surface shimmer, swirling in patterns that seem to shift and change with every glance. The sword's presence is commanding, as though it is alive, waiting for the right being to come along and claim it. Ian, in awe, eyes wide, that's not your average artifact. WEA, always the pragmatist, quickly consults her scanner, her brow furrowed in concentration. The beeping of the scanner grows more urgent as she studies the readings. She looks up at Ian, her voice low with disbelief. WEA, this artifact, it's been here since before the first colonization wave. No one, not even the most advanced civilizations, has been able to remove it. Not until now. Ian steps forward, his curiosity piqued. He feels the sword's presence, its pull beckoning him. There's an undeniable connection, as though the weapon has been waiting for him, and for a moment, he hesitates, feeling the weight of destiny in the air. Ian, with a half smile, defying the odds, maybe it's time for someone to change that. He reaches out, his hand brushing against the cold, smooth surface of the sword's hilt. As his fingers close around it, a violent pulse of energy erupts, a brilliant blue light flooding the surroundings, casting long shadows and illuminating the alien landscape in an otherworldly glow. The ground beneath their feet trembles, as though the planet itself is waking up, reacting to the sword's awakening. "We," shocked, voice trembling, "what did you do?" Ian stands tall, the sword now gripped firmly in his hand. The energy surges through him, his body tingling as if something ancient is awakening inside him. "Ian," with a knowing smile, "I think I just found our key." As he speaks, the sword hums in harmony with his heartbeat, the power surging around him like a living entity. The symbols on the blade shift, aligning themselves with his presence, and the landscape around them seems to respond, crystals shimmering, the air crackling with a newfound energy. The sword is no longer just an artifact, it's a connection to something vast, something forgotten. The path ahead is now clear, and with it, the weight of an ancient legacy that must be unlocked. The visions and the revelation. As Ian grips the sword, its pulse grows stronger, as if it has been waiting for his touch. The moment his fingers close around the hilt, the air around him vibrates, sending a ripple through the alien landscape. It's as though the world itself holds its breath. Then, the visions begin. They flood his mind like a storm, vast starships, their hulls shimmering with the light of 1,000 suns, moving through the blackness of space with a grace no modern craft could replicate. Human empires, towering cities of gleaming metal and stone, spread across entire galaxies, their spires reaching toward distant stars, their banners emblazoned with ancient symbols that seem familiar but unknowable. Then the darkness comes. A creeping force that slithers between the stars, an enemy unlike any seen before. Massive ships, black as night, bearing no markings but radiating a malevolent presence. These are the void entities, beings born from the cracks in reality itself, their tendrils spreading across the universe, consuming everything in their path. Ian sees the last stand of humanity's greatest warriors, humans clad in shining armor, wielding weapons of unimaginable power. The sword he holds is part of their arsenal. It is not a mere weapon, it is a key, a symbol of humanity's forgotten legacy. The memories are overwhelming, flooding his senses. He feels the weight of those ancient wars, the sacrifice, the loss, and the unyielding will to protect. These visions are not just memories, they are an awakening. In the midst of these memories, the sword responds to Ian's heartbeat. The symbols etched on its blade pulse in time with the rhythm of his body. He feels an undeniable connection, as though the sword is resonating with his very soul, guiding him. It's as if he is linked to an ancient past, his DNA reacting with the sword's energy in ways he can't yet understand. Ian, whispering to himself, voice filled with awe, this isn't just a weapon. It's a key to something bigger. "We," eyes wide with disbelief, her voice full of wonder, something from humanity's past, something we don't understand. She watches in stunned silence as the scanner beside her emits a soft beeping noise, its readings fluctuating wildly. Her eyes dart between Ian and the scanner, unable to make sense of what's happening. The sword is responding to him, responding to his very being. It's not just an artifact, it's alive, and it recognizes him. The escape. Before they can process the implications of what just happened, a deep rumble shakes the ground beneath them. The air is thick with tension, and the once serene crystal formations now seem to tremble in response to the surge of energy from the sword. From the horizon, the distinct hum of approaching ships fills the air. Security forces from the Galactic Heritage Foundation have detected the energy spike. "We," whispering urgently, "we need to go. Now." Ian's eyes scan the landscape, a sense of urgency flashing across his face. The once quiet valley is now filled with the sound of boots marching, the distant whir of hovercraft cutting through the air. They have mere moments before they're discovered. They dart behind a massive crystal spire, its surface glistening with a soft, pulsing glow that shifts color with every step they take. The crystals, sharp and angular, form natural barriers, their jagged edges cutting through the atmosphere like silent sentinels. The light here is strange, refracted through the crystals, casting fractured shadows that seem to dance across the ground. It's easy to lose one's sense of direction in this labyrinth of alien architecture. "We," whispering, her voice tight, "you're thinking too loud. They'll hear you." Ian smirks, but it's clear that he's not fully aware of how loud his thoughts are. His mind is racing, visions, the power of the sword, the weight of the past, all mixing together in a whirlwind of confusion and clarity. The sword in his hand pulses, almost as if it's guiding him, its energy moving through him like a compass, urging him forward. Ian, grinning, trying to suppress his excitement, can't help it. This is bigger than anything we've ever encountered. They move quickly, ducking behind rocks and crystal outcrops, using the sword's glow to light their path. The sword seems to hum in his hand, its blue light flickering as it adjusts to the environment. With each step, The glow of the blade dims and brightens in sync with Ian's movements, as if reacting to his need for cover. As they make their way deeper into the crystal labyrinth, Ian's heart races. He's not just fleeing. He's running toward an unknown destiny that the sword is leading him to. The air feels heavier here, thick with the power of the planet and the weight of the past. They pass under towering crystal formations, their surfaces smooth yet sharp, reflecting fragmented images of Ian and WEA as they rush through. The ground below their feet hums with energy, sending vibrations up their legs with every step. Ian's mind spins, but the sword's presence is a constant and anchor that keeps him focused, keeps him moving forward. WEA, glancing over her shoulder, we're almost there. Stay sharp. But Ian's gaze remains fixed on the sword, his grip tightening slightly. The memories, the visions, they're all starting to make sense. The sword isn't just an artifact, it's a calling. It's calling him to something greater, to a future that he has yet to fully understand. But as the sounds of the security forces draw nearer, he knows that the time to learn is running out. The sword is his key, and it's unlocking more than just the secrets of the past. It's unlocking his destiny. The plan and the connection. As Ian and WEA make their way through the alien landscape, the terrain shifts once again, a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of this world. The ground is no longer smooth, now peppered with sharp, jagged crystal formations, each one sparkling in the pale light as though it holds secrets of its own. The sky overhead seems to grow darker, as if the planet itself is responding to their presence, its ominous atmosphere thickening around them. They move quickly, the urgency of the situation reflected in their footsteps. But as they draw closer to WEA's hidden ship, something changes between them. For a brief moment, the world around them fades, and all that remains is the quiet hum of the planet and the soft, rhythmic beat of their hearts. Their gazes meet, and something unspoken passes between them. The connection, once buried beneath the surface, rises to the surface. WEA, who has always kept a careful distance, now sees Ian in a different light. It's not just the physical attraction that has drawn her to him, it's something deeper, something ancient. The sword, the visions, the shared danger, they have brought them together in a way neither fully understands, but both feel. WEA, softly, almost vulnerable, helping you steal an ancient artifact? In my culture, that's a very intimate act of trust. Ian's lips curl into a slight smirk, but his eyes soften. He knows exactly what she means. They've been partners in this mission for months, but now, amidst the chaos, the gravity of their situation feels entirely different. There's a bond here, forged by the sword, the shared mission, and the moments between life and death. They are no longer just two individuals working toward a common goal, they are something more. Ian, smirking, teasing, I guess that means we're partners then. WEA's smile is small, but it holds something deeper, something that reflects the growing understanding between them. For a brief moment, she lets herself believe that this might not just be about the mission anymore. They're no longer just two beings caught in the whirlwind of fate, they're connected, bound by something greater than either could have imagined. They continue toward the ship, the energy of the sword humming between them, its presence like a beacon, guiding them forward. As they walk, the world around them seems to grow quieter, the chaos of their escape momentarily fading. There's a sense of peace between them, a silent understanding, as if they both know they are standing at the edge of something monumental. The chase and the first battle. The sky above them shifts once more, and a heavy cloud cover rolls in, darkening the horizon. As they reach the ravine where WEA's ship is hidden, the familiar hum of engines grows louder. They are no longer alone. The pirates have found them, drawn by the sword's unmistakable energy, hungry for its power. The distant shapes of their ships emerge from the clouds, sleek and menacing, their hulls lined with jagged, crude attachments. Pirates, scavengers who live off the chaos of the galaxy. They move with an unnatural grace, their ships cutting through the atmosphere like sharks slicing through water. Ian, focused, his voice steady, we can't outrun them, but we can outsmart them. The first shot comes quickly, a burst of energy that lights up the sky. Ian's heart pounds in his chest, the sword pulsing in his hand, responding to the threat. The energy feels alive, and as Ian grips the hilt, he feels it connect with him, its power guiding him, feeding into him like a long-lost part of himself. The sword's blue light flares to life, brighter than before, arcs of energy crackling along its length. Ian raises it, feeling its weight shift, its power flowing through him. The ground beneath them trembles as if the planet itself is stirring to action. Ian, determined, stay close. We'll make them regret underestimating us. With a fluid motion, Ian swings the sword, unleashing a blast of energy that cuts through the air, striking the lead pirate ship's shields with a violent explosion. The ship shudders, its systems faltering. Ian's connection to the sword grows stronger, its power revealing long-buried memories of ancient human battle techniques. He moves with precision, his mind aligning with the sword's energy. The pirates retaliate, launching more shots, but Ian is ready. His movements are swift, guided by the sword's power. He deflects their blasts with ease, the sword slicing through the air like a living entity, its energy wrapping around him, enhancing his every move. WEA is right beside him, her eyes wide with awe and disbelief as she watches him become something more than just human, a warrior guided by ancient forces. One pirate ship goes down, its engines crippled by a well-aimed strike from the sword. Another follows, its hull torn apart by the same energy. But there's no time to celebrate. The battle is far from over. More pirate ships arrive, closing in on them like a pack of ravenous beasts. WEA, yelling over the chaos, "We need to keep moving. The longer we stay, the more they'll call for backup." But Ian, his focus unbroken, steps forward, the sword glowing brighter than ever. Each strike he makes is more precise, more deadly, as though the sword itself is teaching him, guiding him through the fight, showing him how to tap into the power of ancient human warriors. He moves like a force of nature, a living embodiment of the sword's legacy. Ian, grinning, breathless, this isn't just a weapon. It's a calling. With one final sweep of the blade, the last pirate ship is disabled, its engines disintegrating under the sword's power. The remaining attackers retreat, their ships scattering in fear of the unknown force they've just encountered. Ian stands, his chest rising and falling with exertion, the sword still humming with energy in his grip. WEA watches him, awe mixed with admiration in her gaze. They've won this battle, but they both know that it's only the beginning. The sword has revealed its power, but what lies ahead will test them in ways they can't yet imagine. The Storm World. The ship cuts through the turbulent atmosphere of the Storm World like a blade slicing through a dark, formless sea. Outside, the view is chaotic, a relentless churn of crimson clouds, glowing with a fiery energy that seems to pulse with a life of its own. The air is thick with static, crackling with violent energy as storms rage against the ship's hull, their flashes of lightning illuminating the blackened sky in jagged streaks. Every few moments, the clouds part, revealing a glimpse of the chaotic forces surging below, a world locked in eternal, violent turmoil. As they descend deeper into the planet's atmosphere, the ship begins to vibrate under the weight of the storms. Ian watches in awe, his heart racing as he grips the sword. Its glow has intensified, its energy responding to the storm around them as though it senses its purpose drawing near. Ian, eyes wide, voice filled with awe, this isn't just a weapon, it's a key to humanity's forgotten legacy. The sword in his hand seems to hum louder, almost as if it agrees with his words. The closer they get to the surface, the more Ian feels its power surging through him, a magnetic pull that leads him towards something deeper. It's more than just an artifact. The sword is a beacon, a guide towards something vast, something humanity once left behind. Its purpose isn't to destroy, but to unlock, to reveal the secrets of an ancient civilization that once stood as guardians of the galaxy. We, her voice filled with realization, amazement, and we're the ones chosen to unlock it. Ian looks at her, and for a moment, their eyes meet, two souls drawn together by the gravity of a shared fate. There's no turning back now. The storm, the sword, the visions, everything has led them to this moment. They're standing on the edge of a revelation, one that will reshape the future of the galaxy. The ship veers through another layer of thick clouds, and as the storm rages around them, the landscape begins to emerge below. Jagged mountains rise from the surface, their peaks lost in the shifting clouds, but in the distance, something catches their eye. There, beneath the storm's violent embrace, a hidden city lies shrouded in mist, its spires faintly visible through the tempest. The city is ancient, its architecture unlike anything they've seen before, massive, imposing, yet graceful in its design. The very air around it seems to hum with a silent energy, like the heartbeat of a forgotten civilization waiting to be awakened. Ian, his voice low, reverent, it's not just a city. It's a sanctuary. A place of protection. WEA, nodding, her voice a whisper, a place humanity left behind. Not to conquer, but to protect. The storm that rages above them, fierce and unrelenting, isn't just nature's wrath, it's a defense system, a barrier that has stood the test of millennia. Ian now understands. The storm was created by humanity's ancestors, not to keep enemies out, but to safeguard something precious, something worth protecting at all costs. As they approach the city, the sword pulses with a steady rhythm, its blue glow casting long shadows on the ancient stone structures below. This place, hidden from the galaxy for eons, holds the key to humanity's true role in the universe, guardians, not conquerors. The Heart of Light. They land in a vast, open plaza at the heart of the ancient city, the storm overhead beginning to quiet as the city's protective fields engage, creating a calm barrier against the relentless chaos outside. The air is thick with the scent of age and time, a heavy presence of history that permeates the stone walls. The city, though clearly ancient, shows no signs of decay, it is timeless, as if preserved by an unseen hand. They walk through the grand, wide avenues, the architecture breathtaking in its scale. Massive columns rise from the ground, adorned with intricate carvings depicting scenes of humans standing side by side with other species, fighting against shadowy forms that seem to stretch and twist like the very essence of darkness itself. These were not conquerors. These were protectors, guardians of peace, guardians of life. They enter a massive chamber, its walls lined with strange, glowing symbols much like those on the sword. In the center of the room, a massive structure pulses with a gentle, steady glow, radiating warmth and energy. It's a strange device, unlike anything Ian has ever seen, yet there's something familiar about it. He feels it calling to him, just as the sword did. This is it, the heart of light. Ian, a realization in his voice, his eyes alight with determination. The sword isn't just a weapon, it's a tool to unite the galaxy. As he steps closer to the heart of light, the sword in his hand vibrates, its energy syncing with the device. It's clear now. The sword was never meant to bring destruction, it was meant to open the path, to unlock the power of unity and connection across species, across civilizations. The heart of light is the key to this, a quantum resonance amplifier capable of bridging the gaps between the stars, between cultures, between hearts. We, softly, her voice tinged with awe, a tool of love and connection. The words hang in the air, and for a moment, the weight of them settles over Ian and we. This was never about power, it was about something much greater. It was about unity, about creating a galaxy where different species can come together, where trust and understanding are the strongest forces in the universe. The heart of light, the sword, and the ancient city all serve one purpose: to heal, to protect, and to unite. As the heart of light pulses with energy, the air around them seems to shimmer with possibility. The walls hum with an ancient song, an invitation to all who are worthy to come together. This is the legacy humanity was always meant to carry, not as conquerors, but as protectors, the guardians of peace and unity in a fractured universe. Ian and we stand in front of the heart, the sword between them, and they both know that they are not just the key holders. They are the ones chosen to awaken this dormant power, to restore balance to the galaxy. The future begins now, not with weapons, but with the power of connection. The final battle and the power of love. The air around them hums with power as Ian and we stand before the heart of light, its energy radiating outward in shimmering waves of iridescent blue. The room seems to pulse with the same rhythm as their hearts, synchronized, as if their very presence is the catalyst for what is to come. The sword, now a beacon of unity, hums in Ian's hand. The once faint blue glow has now expanded, reaching out like tendrils of energy, connecting to the heart of light. In that instant, a deep, resonating sound fills the air, a sound that vibrates not just through the room, but through the fabric of space itself. This is the moment. The key is turning, and the power of the ancients is awakening. Ian, his voice steady but filled with conviction, we're not meant to conquer or dominate. We're meant to protect. To unite. The sword's light intensifies as Ian's words ring true, a pulse of warmth and understanding that travels beyond the walls of the chamber. The heart of light responds, the quantum resonance amplifier now synchronized with the bond between Ian and we. As their hands clasp tightly, the energy from the sword pours into the heart of light, and a shockwave of pure, radiant power bursts from it, cascading outward like a wave of peaceful light. The room itself seems to tremble as the energy spreads across the galaxy. The void entities, the dark, malevolent force that has haunted the universe for millennia, recoil. Their presence, once a looming threat in the shadows of space, falters. The heart of light, powered by the unity of Ian and we's bond, repels them. For the first time, the darkness begins to dissipate, driven back by the overwhelming force of love and connection, by the undeniable truth that unity is more powerful than any weapon. As the void entities retreat, the galaxy breathes a collective sigh of relief. The fight is not won by firepower, not by bloodshed or force, but by the strength of interspecies bonds. The sword's glow pulses softly, a quiet reminder that the greatest weapon of all is the unity forged through trust, compassion, and love. A new beginning. With the heart of light fully activated, its energy no longer just a force of protection but a symbol of what the galaxy could become, Ian and we stand before it, their bond stronger than ever. The galaxy is no longer a fractured network of warring species, it is a united front, ready to rebuild, to heal, and to thrive. The sword pulses once again, its glow shifting to a brighter hue as though it, too, recognizes the new beginning. The symbols along its blade glow with a renewed intensity, guiding Ian and we forward into the unknown, toward a future full of possibilities. Ian, smiling, his eyes full of hope and adventure, ready for the next adventure. We, grinning, her voice full of warmth, with you. Always. They share a final kiss beneath the glow of the heart of light, their energies merging in perfect harmony. The galaxy, once a place of division and uncertainty, now stands on the precipice of a new era, one built not on conquest or survival, but on understanding, cooperation, and love. Above them, the stars shine brighter than ever before, a living testament to the unity they've forged. As the heart of light pulses gently in the background, Ian and we know that this is only the beginning. The universe is vast, filled with infinite possibilities, and they will explore it together side by side, as partners, as protectors, and as beacons of a new hope. As the story unfolds, the galaxy stands on the brink of a new beginning, with Ian and WEA leading the charge toward unity, peace, and a future built on trust and love. The heart of light has been activated, and the darkness that once threatened to consume everything is now retreating. But this is just the start of a much larger adventure. The mysteries of the ancient sword, the bonds between species, and humanity's true legacy are waiting to be discovered. Ian and WEA's connection is only the first step in a journey that will take them to the farthest reaches of the galaxy, where new challenges and deeper truths await. What will happen next? What other secrets lie hidden in the stars? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: together, they are unstoppable. The galaxy will never be the same. Stay tuned, and don't forget to leave your thoughts and theories in the comments below. What do you think is the true power of the sword? And what role will Ian and WEA play in the future of the galaxy? The adventure continues. Don't miss out on the next chapter.